world can't stop the sun from shining whenever you're around.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the Courageous Capricorn 2022 horoscope. Well, I'm feeling much more positive about 2022, especially given where we've been in 2020 and 2021. We are turning a corner. There's a lot of great influences in the heavens this year. There are a couple of things though that could sort of pull us back into line. So there's times when it's a bit uphill and down dale. We do have your ruler Saturn squaring Uranus that continues on from 2021. There's two hits this year. The second is almost a square but not quite. So I will talk about this more in your horoscope in depth. The other thing is that Mercury is going retrograde 4 times this year. That's not unusual, but the first time it ends up in your sign, so that will probably affect you quite a fair bit. The other thing we should note too is that Pluto is having its return in the US this year in February, around February 2020 or 21st, I think it is. And so this means that there'll be some sort of rebirth in the situations or the energies around the US as were existing at the time the Declaration of Independence was signed. So we can expect continued volatility, social restlessness, and this big push forward for freedom around this time. It also goes right into 2024, so this is going to last for several years. There could be, more aggression, more hostility, and more polarization, especially regarding the Constitution and politics. We might find that the Constitution's been reinterpreted in some way. Some people think it could be rewritten. It's possible. I don't think it's likely. It's never been rewritten, and I think it's more likely to be a reinterpretation of what's already written. With Pluto, it looks after things like manipulation, control, power over other people. There's also sort of compulsion, addiction, these sorts of things. And also Pluto looks after life, death and rebirth. Okay, this is a cycle. This is where it gets a bit exciting actually, because we've actually already been going through the death part of the cycle for a few years, especially since COVID started in 2020, or probably actually started in 2019, but didn't really spread a lot until 2020. And so we've experienced the death part of it, and there's over 5 million people that sadly have passed due to the effects of COVID. So what could happen now is the rebirth starts. We start to get the hint, the excitement, the delight of new birth that is coming. And we'll see more and more from 2022 through to 2024. We'll see that new life and that new cycle begin. So that is really exciting. A lot of people have been hanging out for that for a very long time. Okay, so I will explore these elements as we go through, and I look at your horoscope in depth. But first I'm going to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the year for you. I'll have a look at your horoscope in depth then, and I'll do a psychic channeling at the end. So stick around for that. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification board right now. Let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say for you, courageous Capricorn, in 2022. Okay, you can think of them as relating to time. The first one, the first half of the year, and the second one, the second half, if you like. I'm going to go with that one underneath there that's sort of hiding, and close my eyes now. What do I see? Okay, something to do with the film industry or the entertainment industry. I'm seeing all this film come out of a machine. We might find that there's like a rebirth in the entertainment industry. There could be a lot of new films coming that are remakes of old films, or remakes of old stories that have been around before, okay, with a modern twist put on them. Also, if you're an actor, a struggling actor, or a part-time or full-time actor, you might find you have more work coming. And also there's something here about the average person being able to use new tools for filmmaking or making videos and things like that. Well, that's good, because I often make videos, so that would be good if something new and easier came out. The card that comes up is the Queen of Wands. That's interesting because she's a queen of creativity, and of course through filmmaking you are expressing your creativity. This is fabulous for you, courageous Capricorns, because this person is very down to earth, very solid, very reliable. These are the characteristics that you normally like. She's seated on a wooden throne here because she is very practical. These sunflowers in the back, reminiscent of the sun, bringing insight, awareness, security, warmth, okay, to your life in 2022. And the very good news is she's got a Bengal cat or a wild cat here at her feet, meaning that she listens to her instincts, okay? It's not just what goes on in her head, and what goes on in her head is substantial because she's got a crown here with a lot of new buds on it. So new ideas coming through, but also being guided by your instincts and being practical and down to earth. She's wearing this indigo colour, which is to do with the third eye. Connected to the third eye, so there could be some clairvoyance going on. She does take action, so that's fabulous, okay, for you to get cracking on new things this year. Now let's look at the second half of the year and see what pops out for you. And okay, that one there will do. I see pearls in spirit. These are pearls of wisdom. This is about sharing your message. And I just get a flash of heat in my left foot, the left heel, and I feel this is to do with your childhood, some sort of healing energy. Okay, this was also the case for Sagittarius. I had a similar sort of thing about healing the inner child. You do have a lot going on here in your fifth house. And I didn't check this. Chiron's here in your fourth house of home and family, bringing some sort of healing in the family, especially when Jupiter comes in and conjuncts Chiron. Chiron spends around 10 months, 9 or 10 months in each house. So towards the end of 2022, it's going to be in your fifth house as well, bringing healing to your inner child, the world of the child, any little children around you, especially entertainment. There we go, leisure and pleasure. This is the house of entertainment, so that's probably why I had that little vision about the film. And so it's like there's going to be a big boost in entertainment, okay? The card that comes up is the Queen of Pentacles. This is typically a very astute businesswoman who often works from home. Maybe she works in the entertainment industry. See, she's on a gold throne. She has her feet on the ground. She's also very practical. She takes action because she's dressed in red here. She's got a spell box or a sewing box, I'm not sure which, but she's very skillful at working and coming up with new ideas and making money. This is fantastic for you because you've got two queens that are both extremely talented and they're going to help you no end this year. Okay, so bear that in mind. I'll just put that there and that there. Bear these cards in mind, and I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger for you. And we're going to talk about your horoscope now. Okay, so Saturn, your ruler in the second house here of finances. There's been some restriction or delay with regard to your money, perhaps. And you'll find a change. Something is going to happen when Saturn goes retrograde from the 4th of June to the 22nd of the 10th. It's, Saturn is in Aquarius, so it might involve your ideas, the big picture of your life. Often things can slow down when a planet goes retrograde, and you have to find a new way of dealing with the situation. So you may need to find a new way of making money, or dealing with perhaps less work, or something changes around your money, and it's your money, the money that you make. Okay, but these energies here in these two tarot cards, Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, are going to put you on a path that's going to bring you probably even more money than what you earned before. So that's very exciting. Now, looking at your horoscope, Pluto is conjuncting Pluto up until the 31st of January, and also again the 5th of August to the 7th of December. This brings up your instincts. Okay, remember we talked about the Bengal or the wild cat here, and the instincts. So your instincts are going to be activated. So do pay attention in these time periods, because it's going to point you in the direction you need. You could be instinctively driven to do things. Don't worry if you don't understand why. It's like with Absolute Soul Secrets. I didn't have a plan in my head to start this business, but I was guided that way, and I just felt compelled to do it. But it was nothing to do with logic or analytical thinking on my part. Up until the 8th of February, Neptune conjuncts Neptune. You're very much in touch with your spirituality, your dreams. You might be meditating, and you just sort of get that sort of second sight of what is happening within you, which is good. Venus is also retrograde up until the 29th of January as well, and Venus is here in your sign at the beginning of the year. So this could affect your perhaps your identity, because Venus loves new clothes, beauty, your hair, your makeup, things like that, and it could be that you want to make your body more beautiful in some way, but it also gives you sort of like a magnetic, I call it the Venusian glow. It makes you more sort of alluring or more attractive in some way. Up to the 10th of January, Saturn conjuncts Saturn, and it's like you're going through your life, looking back and questioning yourself about the decisions you've made in the past. That's okay. It is a time of self-analysis, and you might just tweak your life a little bit and make some fresh decisions about your career or where you live, or maybe relationships. Up to the 6th of January, Jupiter conjuncts Jupiter, and this brings a new cycle. You're likely to formulate new plans and address the issues that you found when you were going through the decisions that you previously made. It is a new cycle of rebirth and renewed optimism, which is good. Up to the 23rd, Saturn sextiles Mars, bringing cooperation and harmony into your life, especially to do with co-workers or colleagues. If you're in any club, organisation or team, the work that you do together is likely to be very effective. 22nd of January to the 4th of February, Venus trines Uranus, bringing unexpected pleasures, new friends, and a new playful, adventurous attitude. And there is a lot happening here in your 5th house concerning your leisure and pleasure, so this is going to add to it. You're more likely to be experimental and spontaneous, and it's time to have a refreshing change of pace in your life. There could be a new romance or revitalisation of a current relationship. 17th of February up to the 6th of March, and again 19th of September to the 24th of November, Saturn trines your MC up here, and this means that you'll probably make solid and steady progress in achieving career goals or in tweaking the direction of your life generally. If you're not happy at work, it's like you're taking some steps now to make yourself happy. That might be via a promotion or a new job altogether. You get new duties of some kind. And if you are happy, it's very likely you will get a promotion if you go for it. 23rd of February to the 3rd of March, Jupiter squares Mars, giving you a lot of energy to be more enterprising and daring. If you have any restrictions around you, it's likely that you're going to break down those walls now and enlarge your vistas. If you have, limitations, you may seek to just walk away from anything that is restricting you. And a big yellow butterfly just went past when I said that. So that means new life. And yellow is solar plexus. It's to do with authority figures. And you may get rid of some old authority figures because you're not on the same page anymore. And so there's new opportunities coming, especially if you change homes, okay, and you go and relocate. From the 5th of February to the 2nd of April, and then again coming close on October 4th, but it's not exact. The square is about 37 minutes out, so it's not quite a square. But it is a difficult time period nonetheless, because things do what they want to do, not what you want them to do. It's a time of disturbance, annoyance, and aggravation. Things might be delayed or interrupted, and it makes it, your plans sort of don't work out how you plan. So you want to leave extra time and space and try to be a little bit flexible in those dates if you can. 17th of February to the 12th of April sees Neptune sextiling Venus, which is beautiful, brings compassion, sympathy, love, and concern for other people. And it's like throughout the whole planet, our hearts open up and we can assist each other. We reach out to other people. And so this is wonderful. Your dollars may also be magnified in some way, or perhaps your sense of beauty, because Venus is here and is likely to move into the second house here. So it could affect your money. Bring sort of smoother flowing energy, and perhaps with Saturn there, it takes the edge off those disagreements or those restrictions of Saturn in the second house. Jupiter sextiles Pluto from the 16th of April to the 25th of April, bringing cooperation with businesses, government agencies, organisations and important people. And you're likely to gain cooperation and support, whereas before there was no support forthcoming. Influential people are more willing to assist you now. 30th of April or the 1st of May, if you're in Australia or New Zealand, a solar eclipse in your 5th house here means that you're likely to come out of your shell and you'll express your heartfelt desires. It's playtime. And there's new beginnings around your creativity, your romantic life, and also the world of the child. Your playful energy is amplified. You could be more spontaneous than usual and just want to go and do interesting things and play. 5th of May to the 15th of May, and then again 17th of October to the 12th of November, Jupiter trines your ascendant. And this gives you the ability to be more confident and express yourself more confidently. It's a really beneficial, positive time. You're likely to win the respect and admiration of other people. You can promote your ideas that you believe strongly in. Other people are likely to accept your proposals and even provide you support. So that's good news. 5th of May to the 15th of May, and then again 17th of October to the 12th of November, and then again 4th of December to the 25th of December, Jupiter is squaring your ascendant. This is fabulous. This could be one of the best influences of the year for you, because somebody is likely to offer you a very promising opportunity. And if you're making that offer to someone, it's still going to work out positive for you. So there's an opportunity in the air that works for everybody. So win-win. 10th of May to the 27th of October, and then the 20th of December through to the 16th of May 2023, Jupiter moves into your 4th house of home and family, bringing some sort of expansion around the home. Your home could become more spacious. Maybe you do renovations. It's like there's some good luck coming. And when Jupiter comes, it heals and it fixes things that need to be fixed. It's a very positive influence, bringing hope and optimism. 15th of May, there's a lunar eclipse in your 11th house of friends, connections, hopes and dreams. There's transformation and a lot of subconscious energy coming up to the surface for healing and release. This could mean that you let go of some connections to make space for new connections coming into your life, or your hopes and dreams change in some way, but it's more positive. 16th of May to the 10th of August, Neptune sextiles Pluto, bringing tremendous psychological and inner growth. You may not notice this sort of in your outside world, but it's more on the spiritual level, and it's all about eliminating deeply ingrained negative attitudes. And this might just not be from this life, it might be from previous lives or from your ancestors as well. 25th of October, solar eclipse in Scorpio in the 11th here, brings new beginnings to your connections, clubs and friends. So it does look like there's new friends coming your way this year. Perhaps there's some important role to do with a group, like some sort of leadership position. Your hopes and dreams are looking more positive for manifestation. 8th of November, lunar eclipse in Taurus in your 5th house here of leisure and pleasure. Fun is now on your agenda. You live closer to the world of the child. You want to play games, puzzles, be entertained. It's also a great time for transformation regarding your creativity or romantic life. Deep energies from your subconscious arise for enlightenment and awareness. And insight is going to bring a spark of life and light. Okay, so that's your horoscope, looking very positive. Now I'm just going to close my eyes for you, courageous Capricorn, and see what I can see for 2022 for you. Okay, the wheels are going around, the gears are spinning. I can see all this sort of equipment and these gears, and they're all sort of turning. Reminds me of time, you know, like the insides of a watch or something like that. And so timing might be an issue for you. Maybe sometimes it seems that things are going too slowly because I'm seeing the gears turn, but they're turning slowly. You would like them to go quicker, but they will go at the correct divine time, not necessarily what we want down here on this planet, but when divine timing is right. That's the first thing. There's sort of, on these gears, there's sort of like lightning or sparks coming off the edges here that I can see. And it could be that denotes like a bolt of lightning or something unexpected but very quick. When it happens very quickly and you're not expecting it. Okay, so some sort of situation. What's this silver fork I see being put into somebody's mouth? It's not a silver spoon, it's a silver fork. I don't know what that means. Let me know if that means anything to you. Okay, I see a lot of crystals. Like, they look like they're long, vertical sort of crystals, and they're hanging and they're making like a chandelier. There's a chandelier of light coming to you, which is lovely. It's quite a beautiful chandelier, actually. It's a very long, big, vertical type of chandelier, casting lots of light and lots of colours, all the colours of the rainbow. These are the different areas of your life, Capricorn. And so I see lots of patterns on the ceiling, blue, green, yellow, red, that sort of thing. So I feel like there's a lot of insight, awareness, comprehension of a situation coming through to you. Something about salt and pepper. I don't know what that means, salt and pepper. Okay, now I see a tree, the tree of life. It's almost like in the Garden of Eden, and it's growing. Okay, it does have apples on it, but in reality we know that there was no apples. It was, if there was an actual tree, it was actually probably pomegranates, not actual apples. But this suggests that your awareness of yourself, your self-knowledge, okay, because there is some quote in the Bible about Eve eating the apple, and meant she became more self-aware. That's what I see happening for you. You start to understand how your subconscious is structured, or the things that are going on within you, why they're happening. So that's good news. Also, there's like a trumpet or something that you talk into that magnifies the sound. You get your message out into the world, but it's amplified or magnified. This is great if you're in business. You might find your sales increase in 2022 if you have your own business or you're working for someone else and you're paid by, what you do. You might find that your finances improve, okay? And Saturn doesn't mind if you go slowly, gradually, step by step. And if you've been doing something for a long time and you're experienced, Saturn doesn't mind if your money improves and increases. So that could be on the cards this year. Lots of yellow coming through, happiness. You could become an authority figure in your work somehow. People recognise you, they see you do good work, and perhaps you get a bit of a reputation for being very good at what you do. Okay, so that's it, courageous Capricorns. I hope this is useful. Let me know in the comments if you relate to any of this. That would be fabulous. Have a wonderful year. I'm sure you will. And if you're new, please consider joining the channel, subscribe, and hit that notification bell right now. Thanks again for listening, and many blessings to you. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.